Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get this super extra glammy festive look for Christmas. I know it looks super intense, but there are definitely things you can switch out to make it more of a wearable glam look. You can definitely wear a nude lip with this instead and take out the glitter in the inner corners, and that'll just right away make it more wearable. But I wanted to do something super extra and glam because it's Christmas, it's the holidays, we have an excuse to be extra glam, even though we can be extra glam any time of the year because there are no rules in makeup. Yeah, that is pretty much it. If you want to see how to get this super festive and extra glam look, then just keep on watching. My hair is in my face. My hair is in my face. So to start this look out, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette and just take this light brown shade. You can use any color similar to this in your collection. The reason why I chose to use this palette, I am going to be using Makeup Geek shadows, but I needed the dark green out of this palette, so I didn't want to use, you know, 3 or 4 different palettes for this, so and that is why. And I just love this palette in general, so I'm gonna use it. But I'm just taking that color on a Morphe Y17 brush, and I'm gonna start putting that down as my first transition shade. And the crease shadows I'm gonna bring up higher because we are doing a more dramatic look, and it's gonna be more of a halo eye. So I still want all these transition colors to show through, which is why we're going to start them up higher. Next I'm going to go in with the shade right here, and I'm taking that on a It Cosmetics brush. I don't know the name, but it's just a regular blending brush. So this look is going to kind of look pretty messy before it's completely done. So I'm just going to warn you of that before I drop my brushes everywhere. I'm going to take this dark green shade right here. It's like a deep forest green. And I'm first going to take it on a flat brush. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it on the outer and inner part of my eye. I'm just going to pack the color down and then I'll blend it out. But first I just want to place the color where I need it because we are going to be doing more of a halo eye. So just placed it down like that. So we're going to leave it kind of messy like this for a minute while I put it on the other eye. And then we'll start to blend the edges out and take it from there. So I'm actually going to take a little pencil brush and I'm going to start kind of blending these edges out, but I'm going to try not to get it all over the place. And what usually happens, I don't know if it's going to happen because I haven't started yet, sometimes when you blend the edges of this out, the color that you place down might start to fade away or like patchy. So what you have to do is blend, add more color, blend, and just do it until it looks better. So I'm just softly blending these edges out. if you can notice, since I started blending these edges out, it's picking up some of the shadow that was already down. So I will place more of it down, but blending is a process, so you know, you just gotta do what you gotta do. Just keep on blending and packing the color on until it is where you want it to be. Go back in and repeat that process. So I'm placing more of that green down and going back in with that small pencil brush. So now what I'm going to do is take some concealer and I'm going to put this down where I want the halo effect to be. And I want this to kind of go in more of an upside down triangle type of shape. I mean, or like, you know, an upside down Christmas tree because we're being festive, you know. So I'm just going to take that on a small Morphe brush. This is a Morphe E19. It's just a really small flat defining brush. So I'm kind of going to take some off on the back of my hand because I don't want to go in with too much at once. And I'm just going to start placing it down. I want it to go just like that, but I'm actually going to take it up into my crease just very slightly because I really want it to pop. I'm going to finish the center of this lid and then I'll do this lid. I'm going to take a foiled eyeshadow from Makeup Geek. This is in the shade Epic. And it's just this really gorgeous metallic green shade. I'm going to take a brush that's basically the same as that other Morphe brush. It's that same shape. It's just a Morphe MB19. And I'm going to place that down where we just put the concealer. I'm actually going to wet my brush just a little bit because I want that foiled eyeshadow to look super metallic. It does on its own, but I just like to take the extra step and really make that color pop. Now I'm going to take Venom from Makeup Geek. This is a green, but it has a little flecks of gold in it, and I'm actually going to put that down the center of this green to make it pop even more. Pop that down the center. So I'm just taking my NYC liquid liner, any black liner will do. I'm just going to place that as close to my lashes as possible. Now I'm just going to throw on some Total Tease mascara and some lashes, and I will be right back because this part is pretty boring and I'm sure you can care less about watching me put mascara on. So we're going to move on to the face, and I'm going to start off by priming my face with my Becca Backlight Priming Filter Primer. This is easily one of my favorite primers. It just adds a nice luminosity to the skin, and I really feel like it does prolong my makeup. So for foundation today, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. I love this one and the liquid formula. I haven't used this in a while, and I used it the other day and forgot how much I loved it. So we're going to use this. Super hydrating, so if you do have dry skin, this is a great winter foundation. And I like to blend the stick out with a brush, and then sometimes I'll go back in with a beauty blender and just pat over it. I just find that this adds the most coverage and it's the easiest way to blend this foundation out. So I just added a little bit of cream contour. I didn't realize my camera wasn't recording, but I just used the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle and put that on my cheekbones and down the sides of my nose. So now I'm going to conceal with my Tarte Shape Tape. Recently what I've been doing with concealer is blending out with the brush first and then just going over the edges and stuff with my beauty blender. I just feel like this creates a more flawless finish and I get more coverage out of it. So now I'm going to bake with the Maybelline Fit Me powder. Again, I'm trying not to use my RCMA No Color powder. So once I let that set for a minute, I'm going to start pressing it into the skin instead of just going in and dusting it away right away, because that can move the product around underneath, and this just gives a nice full coverage finish when you pat it in first. Highlighter today, I'm going to try the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Champagne. I think this highlight would work better before I set it with powder. I don't want to keep doing it because I don't know how it's gonna build up, but I want something a little bit more intense anyway. I'm gonna go in with my Desi x Katy Dose of Colors highlighter in Fuego. It actually mixed nicely with the Physicians Formula one. So Physicians Formula also came out with darker versions of their butter bronzer, which I was super excited for. So they came out with a deep bronzer and a sun-kissed bronzer. The sun-kissed bronzer is a little bit warmer. I think I'm going to try the deep bronzer today because I didn't try this one yet. And I want to see how the color is. So this one's the deep. So since this is more of a dramatic look, I am going to add a little bit of contour. So I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I just mixed these two shades. So I'm going to use those on my cheekbones and down the sides of my nose. And for blush today, I'm going to go in with my Becca and Jaclyn Hill palette and take this center blush right here, which is Amaretto. And I believe Becca sells this separately, if I'm correct. And I'm going to spray my face with the Makeup Forever mist just to melt everything together so I don't look so dry. So now we're going to finish off the eyes, so I'm going back in with that Jaclyn Hill palette. First I'm going to go in with that light brown shade again. I'm just going to run that along my lower lash line. Now I'm going to go back in with this shade and also run that along my lower lash line. And now I'm going to go back in with that forest green color, and this one I'm going to use a flat defining brush for and push it right against my lower lashes, or right against my lower lash line. Actually, this I'm just going to put on the outer and inner part of my eye. So for the center part of my lower lash line, I'm going to take both of the shades that we used for the center of the halo eye. So first I'm going to put the darker shade down, and then I'm going to put the lighter shade down. Now I'm going to do something a little bit different for the inner corners today, but first I'm going to put down the Fenty Beauty highlighter. If I can find a brush. I'm just going to pop that in my inner tear ducts. I'm going to be using gold. That just looked a little gold. I'm canceled. So I'm going to be using this Burberry gold glitter that I got as a gift last year for Christmas that I just spilt everywhere. And I'm going to be putting this in my inner corner, but just be very careful. Do not get it in your eye, just around. Don't go right up against it. I just wanted to be extra today. So I'm going to place some glitter glue down. I'm going to put the glue down right over here and press the glitter. So just grab any glitter that you just spilt all over your pants and put that on. So once you stop crying after you drop your glitter everywhere and we can move on, we're just going to put some black liner in the waterline. I have foundation all over my shirt. So for lips today, I'm going to go in with the Colourpop and Iluvsarahii Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Arriba. This is a perfect red. It has more of the blue undertone, so it's the perfect red for the holidays, and it's one of my favorites. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be no, doing an outro. So this is the completed look. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget you can simplify this look a little bit and tone it down a notch if you take the red lip out and wear more of a nude lip, and you can also take away the glitter in the inner corners and wear a regular highlight, and right away that will make it more of a wearable dramatic glam look. But it's Christmas, so you know, if you want to be extra, then be extra. If you liked this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you can get notified whenever I do post a new video, if you want. That is pretty much it, and I will see you in my next video. Hopefully. Come back. Thanks.